Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on today to hear more about United Credit Education Services and our protection plan service that's here to help you, your family, your future, and your lifestyle. So before we get started, guys, my name is Dana Sims-Falk. I'm super excited to be here with you. I want to tell you a little bit about how I got started in this protection plan. A little over 2 years ago, I started in the services. My credit score at that time had taken a nosedive after my mom's untimely passing. And, it was just my responsibility to ensure that we held on to some of those very pertinent things inside of our family. That means that my things had to wait. I wasn't paying on credit cards, right? So, inside of this service, guys, I'm so happy to say that my credit score went from a low grade to now back up over 200 points. And what this has really afforded me the opportunity to do is move my family from an urban area to purchasing a new home in what I would like to call a rural area. But more importantly, it's given my daughter the opportunity to leverage a different school system where she's now able to really, explore different opportunities that's going to serve her well in the future. So let's go ahead and get inside of what's included inside of this protection plan under United Credit Education Services. The current U.S. financial statistics states credit scores range from 300 to 850. The national average credit score is about 700. A quarter of all people don't even know their credit scores or how they're determined. And 10% of Americans are credit invisible, meaning they have no credit at all. Now, what do we know about finances? Well, our formal education didn't teach us about personal finances, ownership, financial freedom, or success. We went to school to learn how to be job ready, employable. But this has afforded us the opportunity to not just do those things, but also understand our own personal finances, taking care of our own household. Welcome to United Credit Education Services, UCES. So we're going to tell you exactly what's included inside of the UCES protection plan. United Credit Education Services for 15 years, our 501c3 has been helping American consumers get back on track to financial stability. Our services have successfully helped people remove inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete information from their credit profiles, helping families just like mine and yours reach their financial goals. And yes, you can rest assured that we are A-rated with the Better Business Bureau. So you're in good hands. The United Credit Education Protection Plan membership is a membership that focuses on protecting your credit, your family, your finances, and your future. What's included inside of the UCES protection plan? We have all of these services that you see here included inside of one protection plan membership for you. You'll have a budgeting tool, our flagship product, which is the credit restoration under our 501c3. You'll have the credit builder. You'll also have the credit attorney, credit monitoring, the debt payoff tool, the financial lockbox, identity monitoring, net worth, the savings tool, will trust, that's important, and you'll also have access to our YFL Family Mint. I'm going to get into a little bit more detail about these services in just a moment, but I did want you to know this is all under one umbrella. So let's talk about this nonprofit organization, our Credit Restoration 501c3, with United Credit Education Services. Our credit education services can assist you in communicating with the credit bureaus to remove inaccurate, obsolete, and erroneous items from your credit report. Restore your score and maximize on your financial opportunities. So many people are not able to leverage their credit, and that's what we want to show you, the ability that you have right here inside of this protection plan. We're going to help you to be able to leverage your credit for future purchases, guys. First, you want to know how your credit score is calculated. We believe education is key. This is going to help you to continue to maintain a good credit standing once you're in the program. So your payment history makes up about 35% of your credit score. That is on-time payments versus delinquencies. And more weight is put on the last 24 months. So if you've had some credit blemishes on your profile in the last 24 months, that's 35% of your score. 30% of your credit score makes up the capacity versus the amount owed, okay? So your high credit limits, the percentage of that should never go more than 30% when you're using your credit. You want to be sure that you maintain this because that's what's going to help to improve your credit score. In addition to that, the length of credit is about 15%. How long have you had those credit accounts? You know, many people may have credit accounts that they've opened up years ago, but they're not using them. And you may think to close those things. We want to let you know that that will make up 15% of your credit score. So the length of your credit history is just as important. New credit makes up about 10% of your score. The number of inquiries and new accounts that you've opened in the last 12 to 18 months definitely will impact your credit score. 10% may not sound like a lot, but you want to be sure that you're not consistently opening new credit accounts because that will definitely have an impact on your score. In addition to that, the types of credit that you use also makes up 10%. That's installment loans versus revolving loans. Installment loans could be anything like your car payment, your mortgage, versus revolving credit, which is more like, credit cards, right? They may not have the same payment every month. That makes up 10% of your credit score. You should know that, credit reporting agencies are not government entities. Even though they are credit agencies or credit bureaus, they are not affiliated or associated with any government entity. They are simply private companies that utilize customer financial data and report on that. Each credit reporting agency, just the same, operates independently. They are not one and the same. There are 3 major credit reporting bureaus, guys. And guess what? None of them operate within one another. They're independently operated, okay? Creditors have the option to report one to 2 or to all 3 of the agencies. They're not obligated to share your information with all or any of them. It's important for you to know that. You may have some things on your credit reports that may be on 1, it may be on 2, or all 3, but they're not obligated to report any information with the bureaus at all. And just as important, you should understand that you have the right to review and or dispute items on your credit report. You can restore your score. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives all Americans the right to dispute and or investigate any item on their credit report that is inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete. These items can include things such as late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, tax liens, collections, medical bills, short sales. Things that many of us think this can never be taken off. Well, you have the right under a law that was already put in place to dispute these items and investigate them. And that's what we're here to help you to do. So with your United Credit Education Services, you'll have access to your own portal 24/7. Your portal is going to be your dashboard to success. As a matter of fact, when you first go in here, you're going to see your credit score. This is your starting score. It's there so that you know exactly where it is you started. And if you're not happy with that score, we just want to remind you of how your score is calculated so that you never go in reverse. We want you to press forward and be able to leverage your credit, right? You'll also have access to your progress report. You're going to have access to your dispute letters, as well as understanding what's in those dispute letters. We also have a full library that's going to help to educate you on all matters of credit. You'll have access to our customer support Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able to log into this portal using your very own username and password privately assigned to you. So remember I said I was going to get into a little bit more about the protection plan products. Well, I want to share with you some of these products because we know that these are the things that really do make the difference in your household. How many of us would just love to have a budgeting tool? Well, that's built right inside of your protection plan membership. This is going to help you to track your income and your spending by creating your own personalized budget. You can use this budget report to follow your progress each and every month, make necessary adjustments, but guess what? This is going to show you how you can enjoy more of the money that you're earning, how to save more of the money that you're earning, or how to pay down your debts. And we're going to talk about a system too that helps you to do that in the future slide. The credit builder is also here for you. This is going to have you to be able to access your credit report very easily and understand it just as simple, okay? It's an online format. You can utilize our extensive financial library that I just showed you in the portal. That's going to help you to really get really great information on how credit is used, how you can maximize on your credit, be able to leverage that for your future purchases as well as your finances. It's a full resource center there inside of your portal that's going to help to increase your financial potential. You'll also have access to a credit attorney. Now, why is this important? Our attorneys will evaluate your case on a case-by-case basis for difficult items that are, being difficult to remove. Whether they're inaccurate items on your credit report, again, erroneous or obsolete, if they are legitimate items, the credit attorney will go to bat for you. They will sue the agency to clean up your report. And in some cases, you may be entitled to compensation. But more importantly, you want to know that you have a credit attorney on your side, okay? You'll also have access to credit monitoring. Now, this is very important, especially in today's environment where we do so many things online. You'll have access to your interactive credit report, a money manager, and a financial account alert system. This is going to help to monitor your credit, right? Now, think about this. You can get access to this right to your phone. How many of you would like to just be able to know what's happening right on your credit in the palm of your hands? That's why this system is set up. We don't want you to be reactive. This allows you to be really proactive in monitoring what's happening with your personal credit. You'll also have a debt payoff tool. Now, what I love about this, it creates a financial plan that's going to give you the exact payment guidelines that you're going to need to pay down those debts quicker. So many of us want to get out of debt, but we may not have a strategy to do that. Well, now you not only have a strategy, you have a system put in place that's going to help you to pay down those debts and save you from unnecessary interest payments. Put in what? More money back into your household. You have a financial lockbox. This financial lockbox is your roadmap to your financial contact and information in one centralized online location that can be accessed by you and one other contact person of your choice at any time. This is an organizational tool. So many of us have pertinent documents saved in folders that can be damaged, or the document itself can be damaged. Well, this lockbox gives you the opportunity to put that information in one place. It's housed online in a central location. You can access it as well as one other person of your choice, and you know that it's safe and it's in a place that's going to be there for you for years to come. You'll also have identity monitoring. This is just as important as credit monitoring. InfoArmor leads the identity protection industry with privacy armor. You want to know that you are with the leaders in the industry. You don't want to have secondhand. We want to make sure that you have access to the best, okay? This is a proactive monitoring system that alerts you at the first sign of fraud. Again, helping you to be proactive versus reactive. And it's also there to assist you in restoring your identity. So many people have been victims of identity theft and identity fraud. Here's your chance to make sure that you have the things in place to put you in position to protect yourself against those situations. You'll also have a net worth tool. It's so important that you know exactly what your net worth is. That is your assets versus your liabilities. And using this is a very quick and simple tool. It helps you to calculate exactly what you have so you can see where you stand. And why is this important? I believe this is important, especially if you're looking to make a major purchase, or maybe you're looking, to take your dream vacation or build up a savings fund, right? So, in speaking of that, I think it goes hand in hand with our savings goal tool. This helps you to save for those things, put away for the rainy days, or even have, just a little extra in place in case you want to be able to leverage that later. And certainly if you have a young one going off to college, you want to be able to have that projection going forward. Our savings goal system allows you to create multiple goals and decide when you need to achieve those goals. Put an end date to it. That makes you get to it faster. In addition to that, we're going to show you how often you can save what you already have. Now, listen, just as important, ladies and gentlemen, is your will and trust. You want to ensure your family's financial security is in place with a professional system. So this will and trust document, you can do this right from the comfort of your own home. Many people may pay upwards of $2,000 to have something like this put in place for them and their family. And if they need to go back and make any adjustments or changes, it can cost them anywhere from $500 to another $2,500. Well, you can do this right in the comfort of your own home. We want you to know that this was already put in place by a team of experts that know exactly what's needed for a will and trust, and you're securing your family's financial future. This is so key. Many of us don't take advantage of this, and I think we all should. Just as important, we have our YFL Family Mint. Now, remember, we started off by saying that many of us didn't get the education that we needed coming up through schools to teach us about our own personal finances. Well, through the YFL Family Mint, it's implemented in schools all across America. You can now bring this Family Mint online educational portal right into your living room. This is a great way for you to, have that quality time with your children, educating them at an early age before they get out into the real world on how to take care of their own personal finances. You can make it interactive and fun. It even teaches them a little bit about the household budget that they're living in as well. So, enrollment is very simple, guys. It's a one-time activation fee of just $99, $89 a month. That's $188 to get you started. And guess what? It's very economical. $89 a month for the subscription fee. So many of us may think we cannot or we can or whatever the case is. I want you to know that it's absolutely possible for you to get to the credit score that you really desire to get to. And with this very economical cost, it will help you get from where you are to where you want to be. You can get started today for just $188. So let's talk a little bit more about this youth financial literacy program. Because, why this is important to me, I really do think that helping young people to understand all matters of personal finances is truly, truly important. So many young people today may not even understand what it is to touch physical money. So we want to make sure that they have the concept on personal finances before they get out into the real world. Through our YFL, we're able to educate students from ages 8 to 18 on all matters of personal finances. You should be happy to know that $2 from your protection plan membership actually supports this program, as well as the scholarships that we award every single year. So YFL awards hundreds of thousands of scholarships to college-bound students each and every year. As a matter of fact, in 2016, you can see here we awarded $100,000 in scholarships. 2017, we just increased that. We're just so grateful that we're able to give back in such a big way. $170,000 in 2018, $250,000, and we just continue to press forward, giving more back to the community through the scholarship award. Just $350,000 in 2019, guys. And guess what? We're not going to stop there. We're so excited that we're able to do this in such a big way. And I know so many people would love to have an opportunity for their young person to be awarded a percentage of these scholarships. So you definitely want to ask the agent that invited you here to this information a little bit more about the YFL Foundation, okay? So here's just a quick recap. Maybe you came on, you have some questions, but you're interested, right? Well, we want to say thank you for coming on, listening to this information. We definitely want to help you make an informed decision. Get back with the agent that invited you here today, okay? Or, maybe, you know that this system is the one for you. Just like me, I knew that my credit needed help. And I just didn't know where to turn. I was so grateful to find this opportunity through United Credit Education Services. The protection plan absolutely has been a blessing to my family as well as so many others. You can become a customer today for just $188. Just ask your agent and they'll get you enrolled today, okay? I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to share this information with you. Be sure to get back with the agent that invited you here. Go ahead and take the next steps so that you can be set up for the success for you, your family, and your future. It's been a blessing to be here with you guys today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you over the top.